Hello everyone, my name is Liji Elisa Biju and today I will be discussing the 4 set of criteria that are normally taken into consideration while assessing a student in an IELTS speaking test. As you know that in an IELTS test, you will be made to sit in front of an examiner who will be asking you several questions and you need to answer them all in English, right? So without further ado, let me get on to those 4 set of criteria. First criterion is fluency and coherence. Now, what is fluency and coherence? While answering, it is important that you speak at a moderate pace. Why moderate pace? Because it is important for the one who is listening to you to be able to understand you, to follow you easily, to follow your answer easily. So make sure that you speak at a moderate pace, not very fast, not very slow. Keep a moderate pace while answering. It is also important that you do not waste too much time thinking regarding the answer. Whatever is in your mind, just speak it out, right? And another thing is regarding how meaningful your answer is. While answering, you should build your ideas, you should develop your argument, and when we take the answer as a whole, it should look meaningful, it should look logical. You can use cohesive devices for the same, right? So this is all about fluency and coherence. Now the second criterion is lexical resources. As you are giving an IELTS speaking test, it is important that you use less common words and phrases that we can find in English. But more important of all is to be comfortable while speaking. If you are not comfortable or flexible while using such less common words or idiomatic phrases in English, please do not go for it. If you are comfortable while using, then definitely it will help you, it will aid you in getting more or better scores in your IELTS speaking test. Third criterion is grammatical range and accuracy. Now, what is this whole thing regarding range? It is important for you to articulate better sentences while you are speaking. That doesn't mean that you completely negate all the simple sentences and include only complex sentences, but you need to work with all the type of sentences as much as possible, right? Now, the next thing is regarding how accurate you are while speaking. As non-native speakers, I understand that it is a bit hard or a bit difficult for people to be totally accurate or to speak properly in English. But if you use less grammatical errors in English while giving your IELTS speaking test, it will definitely help you get better scores, right? Now the next, which is the fourth criterion, which is the last in a way, criterion is pronunciation. Why is pronunciation important? I have an answer to that also. See, while answering, just because you do not know the correct pronunciation of a particular word, you might, confuse the examiner. Similarly, when the examiner asks you a question, just because you are not aware of the correct pronunciation, you might end up asking the examiner to repeat the question. Maybe you will get that particular word when the examiner repeats the question, but there have been instances wherein the students were not able to answer just because they were not aware of the correct pronunciation of a particular word, right? So these are the reasons why pronunciation is important, and it is also important because it helps in impressing the examiner, letting him, or giving him the idea that you are no less than a native speaker. So these are the 4 set of criteria that are normally taken into consideration in order to evaluate a student in an IELTS speaking test. I hope you were able to follow. I hope you enjoyed learning with me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. Thank you.